Oke, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. Hello Miss. So my name is Milenia Suti. Welcome back to my vlog. And in this short presentation, I would like to share my understanding of how to teach English effectively to the young learners. So I will walk you through the basic principle, how we teach different language skills, and the key teaching methods, and also how we can integrate fun elements like song, games, and storytellings. So let's begin. Okay, okay, so this one is about principles of TEYL. So we know that teaching young learners is not just about delivering information, right? It's about creating an environment where language feels meaningful, playful, and enjoyable. So, some core of these principles include engaging students through fun, using play-based activities, and supporting learning with uh, visual and reality. So, repetitions is also essentials as it helps for building memory and confidence. Like, for example, I often begin lessons with a hello song that includes or an icebreaking that includes an actions, so it can be set the tone, builds routine, and allows the students to participate without pressure. Okay, everyone. So, this is the next slide. It's about receptive versus productive skills. So, we know that when planning a lessons, we need to balancing between receptive skills and include listening and reading, and productive skills that include speaking and writings. So for receptive skills, I might tell a story or play a short video, like asking students for listens to listen for the specific words. Once they're familiar with the content, we transitions into productive activities. Uh, for for instance, students can retell the story in their own word, or uh, draw and label scenes based on what they understood after uh, listens to the story. So maybe this combinations between that can help them move from input to output in a smooth and, of course, meaningful way. Okay. And next is I have a steps in a TEYL lessons. Like a well-structured lesson usually follow three stage, right? Pre-activity, wheels activity, and post-activity. So pre-activity where we prepare students through questions or warm-up games for introducing and start to begin with the fun way, and while activities where the main learning happens, such as through storytelling or role play, and the last is post activities where students reflect, implied, or apply what they have learned through the creative task. It can be uh, using a task-based learning or another's. Like, yeah, for example, the flashcard, for them is the lesson. So I might begin by showing flashcard for the pre, and the sing about the fruit song is a wild activity, and finish with shorting or matching the games, the picture or something. It can be a plus activity. So maybe this can help learners stay understood, engaged, and fun, and stay focused for the process of the language can be more effective. Okay, everyone. So next slide is about method and technique. So we know that in TEYL, using the what is that? Using the method, uh, using the method can make a big difference, like total cycle response or TPR, is great for teaching verbs and instructions because it connects between language with connects language with cycle movement, which is especially effective for the young learners. Another method is we know CLT, communicative language teaching, which show a natural communication in a simple real life context. And we also use storytelling, song, and games as a technique to keep the lessons dynamic, structured, and varied. Because this approach is support uh, different learning styles like visual, auditorial, and kinesthetic because we have to combining and match them. Everyone's. The next one is about teaching from the various learning. So we know that teaching English to young learners requires more than just knowledge of language, like demand empathy, creativity, and strong classroom management. So by applying about receptive skills and also the productive skills, we can know that uh, how effective the learning in the classroom that we apply. So for the productive skills, okay, for the first one is about receptive skills. So when we are teaching about receptive skills, especially about listenings, these are several technique or a guide for making our learning more engaging. It can be a storytelling with a visual, right? Using a YouTube media or using uh the real objects itself when we story when we're telling the story, and also songs with the action and so about listening games like instructions, move, freeze, or something about like that. And uh, the second one is about reading. It can be like a big book or a picture, uh, a big book or a picture books for read like a something sentence so we can pronounce how the sentence is pronounced or what is the meaning of the sentence or something like that. And also shared about the reading, shared what we have already read and what the students already understood about. And also it can be matching words with pictures, right? And about productive skills, the first one is about speaking. We can applying for a role play or it can be a puppet play. So we can a role play like uh the example is for the seller and the buyer. So it can be a role plays using uh yeah you using a buyer and the seller for the role play. So it can be more engaging and fun. So show and tell, like we're showing something and tell what is this. And about repeating and sentence frames. I like blah blah blah. Students, it can be a repeating sentence or it can be a repeating object. And the last one is about writing, right? So it can be a tracing letters or words and drawing and labeling, so it can be more fun and not bored for the students who already know about writings and simple about the materials, I mean, and simple sentence construction with the word card, because we can't teach like a grammar for a fun way like using a flashcard and constructing between the well sentence for the well and the right sentence of the structures of the right sentence. Okay, everyone's, that's all from my overall my understood. I know it's not perfectly and not very well, I think, but yeah, uh that's all for me, and so sorry for the lot of my mistake that I've made in this video or in my previously task, and enjoy for watching. Thank you for listening. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi